Welcome back. Back again. Guess who's back? Anyway, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to South Sports. If you're not familiar with South Sports in Houston, Texas, home and net with me. We talking all sports, but only Houston. And today, only the Texans, unfortunately. Let's just get into it. First, let's see who we got joining us. Then we'll get into the conversation. A lot of things to talk about. I'm gonna be honest, like I know. We used to rock out for the hour, and it's just hard to even go, an hour talking about the Texans because it gets very depressing. You know what I mean? And let me sign into my own chat. I guess that helps. It gets depressing because it's way more bad than good, and it's so negative. For calling it out like it is, right? And then people say, well, why don't you talk about the good? What good stuff? What good things are there to talk about when it comes to team? Like, even when you seek out the good, some just crazy shit comes out, and it doesn't make any fucking sense. You're like, why? What legitimate organization, what legitimate franchise would make a move like this? And I'm talking about when it comes down to like the smallest things. Yes, we see Zach is out again for whatever reason. Like, the Texans don't care about winning, right? And I mean, they told us that early in the season when they said, this is not a season about victories, right? This is an evaluation season, basically. But like I said, let's see what we got joining us. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna point out a few things.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds, owner of Mint Mobile.
Why are you doing this? Why are you taking me way here? It's doing some weird shit. Anyway, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But anyway, whatever. Why is this white? But I see Dades with the popcorn. Corey Jackson, Mitch's Corner Mayhem. What's the motherfucking deal? Vince, shout out to my guy Vince. What's the motherfucking deal? Purple Drink. Yeah, I don't have good vibes about today. Shanti, I don't want to mess your name up too bad, so I'm just calling you Shanti. What's the motherfucking deal? Montgomery, what's the motherfucking deal? Colt versus the Colts, man. Look, the culture. Yes, absolutely. Tony Snow, don't do no blow. Juice World. T Real, what's the motherfucking deal? Brickva. How are you doing, Brickva? It's good to see you. A couple of things. J Boogie Trinity Garden in the building already. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this team, and this is something that's been saying for years, and I'm pretty sure at this point I'm not the only person saying it, but I'm telling you, this team is like a communist fucking regime, and they just suppress all the information. They just withhold the truth, right? And if you say the wrong things, you get excommunicated, you get ostracized, you get exiled, you just get deported, you're not allowed. And we've seen this. It's almost like with certain political figures, right? And we know everybody does it. Certain questions you're allowed to ask. Only certain individuals are allowed to ask certain questions at certain times. And then if you violate that agreement, then you're passed over. You don't get those opportunities anymore. That's why you don't really see the media asking the tough questions that need to be asked. Or you got Cully out here just saying something. And I promise, I swear to God, I tried. I tried my best to be fair and square with Cully, right? And I knew it from the jump that what it was. You don't last this long in the league as a coach at all. I don't even know how that worked. And be so bad at your job. Because let's be honest, if you go look at when he was a position coach for various teams, his position group was probably one of the worst in the league at that position, whatever, respective position he was at the time. And now, as a head coach, his team is probably one of the worst in the league. And I guess save for the Lions, right? And I think you got some people speculate that the Texans would lose to the Lions. If you're talking about ahead of game, the Lions, I feel like have had much more close games against more competitive teams than the Texans have had against some non-fact. I mean, look at the Jets. Look at the Jets. The Jets, Jets. Beat the fucking Texans, right? Anyway, we're talking about the Colts. Last time I think we played the Colts, what was it, like 31-3? Y'all realize, like, none of the people who contributed to that game are playing today. Thank God for one of them. Mark Ingram was the leading rusher. He's not here. David Johnson, I wouldn't give a fuck if he never showed up for the rest of the fucking season, bro. Like, honestly, if this was the last of, like, if that was the last time we ever saw David Johnson, I would not be upset in any way, form, fashion, or manner. He's terrible, been terrible. Like, I know people who remember when the trade initially happened. Remember this. Y'all got to hold people accountable for the things they say. Even in the South, you got to hold people accountable for the things they say. There were people in this city, media members, other YouTubers, folks saying that, oh, the David Johnson trade was a good deal, like after the first couple of games, right? Like, people said this, and then they disavowed the fact that they said this shit ever again. They just act like it just never happened again. Again, y'all got to hold receipts. Y'all got to keep invoices. But y'all already know what it's been over here. It's been trash since day one. Scotty, appreciate the love, the super sauce, super chat love, Mitch. I got you. Scotty came here and punked me for a chip right before the stream, and then went outside to go sit on the porch. He's a real asshole. But like I said, man, yeah. And again, if it wasn't for the Discord, bro, I don't know if I'd be watching half these games this season, right? I'm really thinking about, what do we got left, like 4 or 5 games? We got like 4 or 5 games left. I don't know. We might do a special and do something where we open the Discord up a little bit, not all the way, because like I said, some of y'all I don't want to talk to that much. Some of y'all be on some weird shit. You just open up to everybody be too weird. But anyway, but like I said, and then you got not Scotty Phillips, Philip Lindsay, who's not here anymore, right? And so none of the guys who rushed at all will be playing today unless you see some Davis Mills action. I think he had a rush to in technically. It is what it is. It's just, and then what happened last time? Fucking, what's his name? Taylor? John Taylor. Every time I hear John Taylor, I think about our buddy from the show with the guy on the fence. Wilson. Tool Time. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's what I think about. I know it was awesome, Heidi. It was awesome. I was in my bed, recovering, feeling like a piece of shit. I still feel like shit, but the show must go on, and I can't miss 2 days. But we will den tonight, and it will be spectacular. Hello, Heidi. How are you? Kenneth, what's the motherfucking deal? Here's my thing, though, right? Like, because you're in a position where a couple of things should be happening, right? You're right. You shouldn't be winning. Like I say, we shouldn't be wanting to win any fucking games. You know what I mean? Because we should want a better pick. But there's a bit of a conundrum with that too, and I plan on doing a video. I've been saying that, but I really do. Before the season is over with, I need to do it this week. There's a few things the Texans need to be doing. And it's not even about the Colts versus Texans today, because I really want the Texans to lose out. I feel like there's still a chance to get that number 1 overall pick. But it doesn't matter, right? Because you still have this Texans regime here. And I've said my issue with this is because it's the Texans, this is where this gets so fucking frustrating, right? This is where this gets so fucking frustrating. Because you're like, hey, we want a higher draft pick. But then when you say that on this hand, lose out, get a higher draft pick. Then you look at this hand, you're like, hey, it's still the Texans. So are they going to even make the right pick if they had a higher draft pick, or are they just going to overvalue a guy who probably wasn't that good and waste a high round draft pick on him, right? I mean, some of us are still debating the, what's his name, Titus Howard situation, right? A lot of people are, he's going to be, some of these same people, some of these same goofballs y'all listen to, right, said Titus Howard was going to be a rookie of the year. When does that ever happen for a lineman? But anyway, and he still doesn't have a position. What was he, left tackle last week? He's a guard. He's the right tackle. He's balled all over the place. And so my thing is, if you got too many positions, I mean, you ain't got one. So, again, we could blame this on Titus Howard not being that great, or we could say, hey, this is the Texans organization still not being able to figure out what the fuck to do with players, right? And you're talking about, well, hey, Honcho, this is different regimes. These are different coaching staffs. You know, you can't blame. Yes, the fuck you can, right? You can blame everybody. And because, again, as I've always said and been saying for years, leadership starts at the very fucking top. And ever since old man McNair clocked out, this young Swedish chef-looking motherfucker, I can't even remember his name, Cal, and whatever the fuck, I can't even remember his mom's name. Whatever the fuck they're doing, it's not fucking working, right? It's not fucking working. And it's not fucking working. And it's terrible. Y'all didn't know this. I didn't know this. I was out dashing the other week and ran into Vince. Thought it was Vince, didn't think it was Vince. And, you know, I was in my own little head and having to pass by Mr. Vince. So shout out to Mr. Vince while I was out delivering bad food to people. But my thing is like, bro, it sucks. It really does. And I have to apologize to y'all, right? Because the sauce is about the people. It's about the city. Yes, we talk about the teams, but it's got to be honest. And to deprive y'all of this conversation by, you know, not showing up or not having streams or stream being shorter, you know, that's on me. Because we have to have this outlet to just let these emotions flow. Because, you know, you talk about it other places, or you seeing some people kind of start flipping the script, but it is what it is. But looking at this game, I mean, I don't see anything good. You got Amendola, I think, out on IR for the rest of the year. Thank goodness David Johnson's not playing. I don't know why the Texans give this man carries. This dude is the softest fucking running back I've ever seen in my entire life. He's not hungry. You done paid the motherfucker too much fucking money. He's afraid of getting hurt again, so he doesn't run hard. I mean, as soon as a motherfucker touches him, he folds up, or he's trying to get out of bounds. Even, you know, when you're throwing the passes, he's not really doing anything with him. He's terrible. But for some reason, the Texans feel like he deserves carry. You've seen Burkhead outperforming him, right? Like, it's terrible, right? It is terrible. And again, and I get it, you know. But again, he's part of the reason why we're losing cause, because the Texans invested anything in him. Like, they should have tried to find a way to finesse it, get somebody to take on a contract, whatever, trade a 7th round. I don't give a fuck. Just get him out of here. At this point, I do feel like, and this hurts me to say it, at this point, I'm agree with Wise, this needs to be the Mills show, right? Let Mills just play on out, because you get an added benefit of either he gets a little bit better or you're guaranteed the losses. You know, you're not going to win either way. So if you're going to end up sticking with him next year, and I feel like, you know, fill out the roster positions and find a quarterback you want. to know some folks are going, it's crazy. It's been changed this year. Start off Spencer Rattler, whatever. Now he's transferring somewhere. He's transferring instead of going to the league. I know people were high on, what was the kid's name? Was it Malik Willis or whatever? They were high on him, and he's out of the question. And now it's Golden Corral, right? Now it's Golden Corral, and it's just like, I don't know. I don't understand if any of these guys are any good. I don't think the Texans are actually tanking. I think the Texans might actually be trying to do something, right? But here's my thing, though. But what I said with the picks is, at this point, like, if you're really trying to do something, you have first-round picks. You have such a high draft pick coming up. You need to find your coach, right? Is it going to be McCown or whatever? I know that was rumors. Is it going to be McDaniels? Is it going to be McDonald's, right? Is that, I don't know. If you're going to get a clown out there, go get Ronald McDonald. Let him get on the motherfucking sidelines. But it's just a situation where the next few years of Texans football, I thought 2, right? I was like, 2 years is going to be, it's going to be a long time. And I just want y'all to be ready for this, because we were deteriorated from the inside by the prior regime, and then you got you have the assets, the ability to fix it, but I don't think you have the people who are experienced enough or have the right knowledge. I don't think you have the right connection of people, and then you have like this thing hovering around in the building that is pushing this ideology that everything has to be filtered through, right? And so it limits your opportunity, it limits your ability, and it is the decision making is kind of skewed because, again, like I say, you got to filter it through this belief system. Zach Cunningham, I don't know what disciplinary reasons. I know they said it was his birthday. Apparently they didn't want the young man turning up. He must have had some strippers or something. Who knows? Justin Reid answers the question honestly. Set out for him. Like, motherfuckers are running this bitch like these aren't grown ass men, you know, with their own minds and opinions. Like, they are trying to mold people into not only, you know, playing a certain way, but thinking and believing a certain way. You'll never get that. And as long as you have people in the building trying to push that way, it's not going to work. You know, it's that pseudo-patriot way. Now, the Patriots were able to do it because guess what? You were winning. And so players bought into the wins. When you're winning, motherfuckers don't buy into the program. Just kind of like how the Jags were that one year they were good. You knew there was a lot of turmoil and chaos in the inner workings of things. But then as soon as those losses started happening, everything deteriorated. Motherfuckers was fighting on the sidelines like there were problems. Winning heals everything, right? Texans ain't winning shit. And they're probably not going to be winning anything for a while, right? Justin Reid, we'll make it quick. Do a quick poll. 0 for no, 1 for yes. Do you think that Justin Reid will be a Houston Texan next season? Right? Exactly. And this is what I'm saying. Oh, sure. I was supposed to get a spoon. Oh, I did get a spoon. All right, here's some terrible ASMR for you. I'm going to just mute this. All right. Again, right? When you talk about the Texans, and you look at this squad, and you say, okay, I don't even know if I have a thing up here. I thought I did, but I did not. Right? You look at this squad. Who's the most marketable player on the Texans right now? We were voting for if we think that Justin Reid will be a Houston Texan next year, right? We were talking the other day in the Discord. Y'all remember fucking DJ Reader? Remember all the talent the Texans had? Remember all the talent the Texans had just like a couple of years ago? Like, I forgot about just DJ Reader. Like, remember all the talent? I mean, just a couple of years ago. And then look at where we are now. I think is Roy Lopez out today, or is he playing? Okay, I think he had an illness, but he is. I think they don't have him inactive today. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, you say all attention is good attention. I can't remember the saying right now. But I guess technically, as long as Deshaun Watson's on the team, people are still talking about the Texans, right? This is where we are. Even though it's not a good way, at least the Texans are still getting acknowledged because they have this fucking, this guy, right? $200 million. Never said that. Maybe in the hundos, right? But again, like I said, yeah, I mean, Watson's what you're going to get, but again, I don't know what's going to happen, with the legal case and everything. Or I don't know what not the legal case, but I think he would have got a deposition or something coming up, and he's going to have to say things. And I don't think he's going to be as adept at describing these encounters with these women as he was in breaking down plays in a post-game show, or a post-game podium conversation with the media. So we'll see. We'll see. I told her run an in route to my butt and take the towel off. Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. I'm not even going to go there today. I'm not even going to go there today. But again, let's talk about it. We got a thing we do around here called Mark My Motherfucking Words, right? And, you know, this is a staple. And not only Mark My Motherfucking Words, after the Mark My Motherfucking Words, we have a thing we call, I think everybody in the world calls, score predictions. So drop your Mark My Motherfucking Words, hashtag MMMFW. Make sure you put the hashtag so I can see it in the chat, and I will drop that. And I will drop my Mark My Motherfucking Words. Last couple of weeks I haven't had any because it's just been depressing. Barely been watching them, to be honest. I'm being a Discord. We're going to be watching the game, but I'm probably going to be playing like SimCity on my other screen just because it's terrible. I feel like we got bright spots, but again, until you get a guy at the quarterback position who can be consistent, and again, I was rooting for Tyrod. I was hoping Tyrod could do something relevant, but I don't know if there's still some lingering something going on with the injury or what, but he does not look like the guy that started the season off, and it just looks like something else is going on. And again, we saw what happened earlier in the year, and albeit it was at the Colts house, and you can say, oh, home field advantage. Like, does anybody believe that the Houston Texans have a home field? I mean, even when people are like going to games, do you really believe like the Houston Texans have ever had a home field advantage? Because I have yet to see it, right? And now with nobody in there, and they're going to lie to you, and they're going to tell you, mark my motherfucking words, the stadium's going to be empty, and the Texans going to tell you, we got 65,114 people in attendance today. That's what they're going to do. Let's not act like Davis Mills is any better, Brickville. We know he's terrible too. But I guess you can give him the rookie pass. Somewhat. But again, like I say, it's bad. So mark my motherfucking words. I mark my motherfucking words. Is Taylor's going to put up $160 and 3 touchdowns on us, right? That's how I feel. The dude averaged over 10 yards a carry last time we played, if I'm not mistaken. Like, it was something up there stupid, right? Yes, Rio is the sauce, not the sauce. Rio is the glue that holds this family together. Rio abandoned the Discord for a while, and everybody got all sad. Everybody's all being nice. This is why the world will never work, right? Anytime people get all nice and calm with each other, things just get drab. You need arguments. You need debate. You need to figure out what the fuck is in my cup. That's what I need to figure out. But I feel like Taylor's going to put up some change, and I feel like the Texans are going to give up. I feel like the Texans get 2 turnovers defensively, but I feel like we give up 3. And I feel like the Texans or the Colts probably have like 5 sacks on us. There's not a lot of people to a 1-year contract. And that's another thing. Like, we're not even just talking about draft. I'm glad you said that, Brickford. It's not even just about the draft, right? Let's be honest. You got a bunch of guys who are on 1-year contracts. And so you got a lot going on in the offseason, right? You got a lot of old folks on this team, right? A lot of AARP candidates on this team. And you're going to have to revamp this entire roster. So it's going to be, again, I think it's going to be bad next year, but it's going to be bad with a lot of new faces. So maybe you can do it for the cheap, get you a bunch of undrafted free agent guys. But anyway, anywho, David Johnson gets 30 rushing yards. Well, he going to be at the home playing on the thing. He ain't even playing. Yeah, that's probably. This will be David Johnson's best game, mark my motherfucking words. This will be David Johnson's best game this season. No, I didn't fully mix my little powders. There's like some little clumps in there. It looks really like little pieces of crack rock, actually. It looks crazy. Let's see. Texans lose 10-34. Oh, you giving them some points. Kiki Kuti. Where is Kiki now? Is he with Indy? I forgot where he went. Colts win by 20. Texans lose to the Colts. Collins gets 2 TDs. Texans about to whoop their ass. Say Gardner won't be here after his rookie contract. Rob says 21-17 Texans win. I see Rayleigh says 27-0. Mark my motherfucking words, Broderick Brooks will consume 90,000 calories. Are we talking about before or after game start? Fucking Swisher, what's the motherfucking deal? Oh, I'm watching it. Let's put it like this. The game will be on, right? And here's how we'll work with this thing. If the Texans win, we'll have a post-game show. If the Texans lose, I'm not going to do it, right? I just cannot do it. Like, there's nothing, I mean, at this point, like, I'm tired of piling on with all the bad stuff about the Texans, right? I'm just tired of it. The only thing worse than the Houston Texans, in my opinion, right now, are rappers from St. Louis. Right? You can barely name anybody on the Texans roster, if anybody. You can't name any St. Louis rappers. We're talking about currently relevant. No, I'm gonna have it on. I'm gonna be in the Discord though. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be in the Discord chopping it up. So the Discord's always funny, right? We always have an entertaining time in the Discord, watch the game, chop it up, cracking jokes. So it's like, it makes game watching very tolerable. So that's what I'll be doing. But in the meantime, on my other screen, I'll probably be having The Sims or something going on. I need to get back on that Halo. I ain't played Halo in about a week. So anyway, with that being said, yeah, kind of. That's what I'm saying. All this shit is stupid. Like, it's dumb. Discipline. You discipline grown man? Like, I guess the motherfucker's 27. Like, you're gonna get paddles if you get to the stadium late. Anywho, y'all already know how it is. If you're in the Discord, if you're a part of Patreon or your membership, you're in the Discord. Beat me there. Don't meet me there. We'll have it cranked up here in just a second. But it's game time. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Hey, man, the Texans may be trash, but y'all are amazing, great, and wonderful people, except for Heidi. I need to go get me some fucking hot water and salt. I feel like shit. Anyway, chugging to reduce. All right, Mitch, appreciate you. But with that being said, y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Y'all stay saucy. And it's game time. Fuck it. Go Texans. God damn it.